How did separate but equal affect equal protection? Imagine a world where the law says everyone is equal, but in reality, some people are treated very differently. This was the case with the doctrine of separate but equal. Established by the United States Supreme Court in the 1896 case Plessy v. Ferguson, this doctrine claimed that racial segregation was acceptable as long as the separate facilities for black and white individuals were supposedly equal. This ruling allowed states to enforce segregation laws without violating the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. This clause guarantees that no state shall deny any person equal protection under the law. However, the reality was quite different. In practice, the separate facilities for black Americans were almost always of lower quality compared to those for white Americans. This led to a system of legalized racial discrimination that persisted for many years, particularly in public education, transportation, and other public services. The separate but equal doctrine effectively allowed states to treat black citizens as second-class citizens while pretending to uphold equality. This legal interpretation undermined the principle that everyone should receive equal treatment under the law. It permitted segregation to continue as long as separate facilities existed, regardless of their actual quality. This created a significant gap in rights and opportunities for black Americans, who faced discrimination in many aspects of life. The situation began to change in 1954 when the Supreme Court unanimously ruled in Brown v. Board of Education. The court declared that separate educational facilities are inherently unequal, stating that segregation in public schools violated the Equal Protection Clause. This landmark decision recognized that segregation itself created inequality and was unconstitutional. Understanding this history is essential for knowing your rights. The story of separate but equal highlights that equal protection under the law means more than just having separate facilities. It requires true equality in treatment and opportunity. This also shows how legal interpretations can either protect or undermine civil rights. In practical terms, individuals have the right to challenge laws or practices that claim to be equal but result in discrimination or unequal treatment. The Equal Protection Clause serves as a powerful tool to ensure fairness and prevent segregation or discrimination in public services, education, and beyond. By being aware of these rights, individuals can better advocate for themselves and others in the pursuit of true equality.